Dear students, good morning. Today I would like to discuss about the advanced management accounting. I am going to introduce you this subject, the advanced management accounting. So what is this management accounting? According to the report of Anglo-American Council of Productivity, the management accounting means it is a presentation of accounting information in such a way to assist management in the creation of policy and day-to-day operations of an undertaking. Actually, in the term management accounting, there are two words. It consists of two words, the management and accounting. And what is this management? Management consists of different functions such as planning, organizing, directing, controlling, etc. And accounting involves what? Recording, classifying, summarizing, analyzing and presenting the financial transactions. Therefore, the management accounting will be the system of accounting which provides information to management for the purpose of planning, directing and controlling the business activities. In short, that is the management accounting. So, management accounting is a system of accounting which provides information to management for planning, directing and controlling the business activities. It helps to study the managerial aspects of accounting. That is a specialty of management accounting. It helps to learn about the managerial aspects of accounting. And this definition is also explains the same that it is this presentation of accounting information which helps the management for the purpose of creating policies and to manage the day-to-day operations of particular business enterprise. In short, we can say that it is about the managerial aspects of accounting. And our syllabus includes in module 1, it's about the introduction to management accounting. It involves the meaning and importance of management accounting, tools of management accounting. There are different kinds of tools involved in management accounting: descriptive, analytical, diagnostic, predictive, etc. And skills required for management accountants. What all skills a management accountant require? Then the strategic role of management accountants and the functions of management accountants. It's a very basic chapter. And the second chapter is about the performance measurement. So this module comprises that it means how we evaluate the performance of the organization, which means it is a process of evaluating how well organizations are managed and the value they deliver for customers and other stakeholders. In short, we can say that the performance measurement module involves evaluating the organization's activities. There are many kinds of tools, financial performance measures as well as non-financial performance measures. For evaluating the organization's performance, we will learn all these tools and techniques involved in performance measurement. Financial and non-financial measurement of performance, ROI, that is return on investment, residual income, KPI, it's another technique, economic value added, EVA, its concept, measurement, balanced scorecard, multiple scorecard, new horizon in management control, responsibility accounting, performance budgeting, zero-based budgeting, activity-based budgeting, that is ABB and ZBB, social cost, benefit analysis, modern production management techniques originating from Japan, flexible manufacturing system, and total quality management. And all these involved in our performance measurement module. And this is about our performance measurement module. And the third module is the decision making under risk and uncertainty. A business organization may have many alternatives. Among these alternatives, the business organization has to choose the most best alternative. So that is the decision making. So decision making under risk and uncertainty is very difficult, right? Because we know that the future is uncertain, the business world is uncertain, the demand is uncertain, cost is uncertain, the sales are uncertain. So we don't know about future. So the decision making under risk and uncertainty is very difficult. So we are going to learn in this module. It's about the types of risk, what are the techniques for decision making under risk and uncertainty, how will we estimate different alternatives, and what all techniques we use for determining or for decision making purpose, such as risk adjusted discount rate method, certainty equivalent coefficient method, sensitivity technique, probability technique, standard deviation method, coefficient of variation method, simulation technique, and the decision tree analysis. So these are the various techniques which are used for decision making under risk and uncertainty. And coming to the fourth module, that is the standard costing and variance analysis. What is that? Standard costing and variance analysis. We know that an important function of a cost accounting is what? That is cost control. Right. I think you all have learned cost accounting in your degree classes. So you know the importance of cost accounting. So basic purpose of cost accounting is cost control. So for the purpose of cost control, we should have a standard costing. We should not standard costing, standard cost. We should have the standard cost, which is also known as the planned cost. So the standard cost means it's a predetermined cost for evaluating the actual performance. We know the meaning of the standard. A standard means a norm or yardstick, right? For comparing the actual performance, that will be the standard. So standard cost is a predetermined cost for evaluating the actual performance. So all these things we will learn in this chapter, the standard costing. Standards, different kinds of standards, setting standards, variance analysis, importance, material, labor, overhead, sales and profit variance, interpretation of variance, control and efficiency ratios, investigation of variance, and techniques of interpretations of variance. Sometimes there will be variance, that means difference or deviations, which means there will be difference between the standard cost and actual cost. That will be the variance. So there will be material variance, labor variance, overhead variance, sales and profit variance. Everything will be there. So we have to learn about why these variants are occurring and how we interpret these variants. And all these things we will learn in this module. That is the fourth one, standard costing and variance analysis. And the last module, that is the fifth module, that is about the marginal costing and its application. I think you are very familiar about this. The cost can be classified into two, the fixed cost as well as the variable cost. The variable cost is also known as the marginal cost. See, the marginal cost is also, which means marginal cost is the additional cost of producing an additional unit. So we also, I think you have learned about the CVP analysis in degree classes, that's cost, volume, profit analysis. So here we have to learn about CVP analysis and decision making, managerial applications of CVP analysis, and different kinds of managerial application are the make or buy decision, alternative method of production, buy or lease decision, shut down or continue, repair or replace, accepting bulk orders for idle capacity utilization, pricing under different situations, suitable product mix and key factor. All these things will come under the marginal costing and its application module. So these are the 5 modules that we have to learn in this subject. That is Introduction to Management Accounting, Performance Measurement, Decision Making under Risk and Uncertainty, Standard Costing and Variance Analysis, and coming to last module, that is about the marginal costing and its application. These are the reference books. such as Cost and Management Accounting of Jain and Naren, Kalyani Publishers, Management Accounting and Financial Control, Management Accounting by N.K. Kulkshetra and Taxman Publications, Management Accounting, the Advanced Management Accounting by Ravi M. Kishore, Taxman Publications. So you can take reference from these books, and I recommend to read the journals and English newspapers, especially the business news. I think I recommend you girls to read the Hindu, the Economic Times and the Business Line regularly. So you will get idea about the current commerce world. Okay. So we will continue in the next class. Thank you.